Rupture, organ displacement, extremely slow pulse. Will Lord Yi make it? What should we do if he dies?
Hey, enough with the ominous statements.
If he dies, I will take over his place and transform it into a mausoleum.
Don't worry, I'm sure it'll be fine. We're up to all sorts of antics when we were young and we're still kicking. But if he does die, I'll take his Fang-Shi robe. Why? Won't even fit.
Sir.
Yeah, you think the heavens. How do you feel? Can you see clearly? I'm fine.
My lord, your body needs to recover. Please lay down.
Get out of my way. I need to... Get some rest already. Enough, tough guy. Here's what I don't understand. How do you manage to get back here in this sorry condition?
I'm not sure. I lost contact with him for a while. And when I came to, he was already in bed.
That strange man with the blue-green skin carried Yi home. Jiequan, glad to see you're alright. If you'll give me some space, I need to rest alone for a bit. The blue-green skin man said you should listen to some music and eat more meaty plants to restore your spirit.
Forgive my impudence, but how did you manage to get so badly injured, my lord?
It was Jiequan.
Lord Jiequan, you went to find that soul on your own without consulting us? Oh, you mustn't, my lord. The Xie family is known for his violence and treachery. My intelligence indicates he is skilled at manipulating minds.
And he's quite stylish to boot.
What?
No, actually, I'm in agreement with him. What?
So.
What? I just think that he looks kinda cool. He could be really persuasive at that's your business. You don't want to know that your deceiver speaks only in fallacies. You know, maybe we should avoid messing with him. What are you, one of that bastard's admirers? No, not at all. I just think someone like that isn't worth risking your life to... If you agree with his nonsense so much, you can walk yourself over to the transmutation factory anytime. You just cool it for a second? Things aren't always as black and white. Or have you really thought this through? Are you truly in the pursuit of justice, or are you just in the pursuit of spite? Look. Alright, shouting isn't going to help you recover. Uncle Chubby doesn't have the strength to fight either, right? It might seem unconcerned, but when he was taking care of you, he cried and looked so flustered. Hey, zip it, kid! Enough arguing. These minor injuries should heal quickly. Whether it's Jiequan or anyone else, none of them will get away. If I have to die, I'm taking them down with me. Well, I suppose we should probably go properly thank him, you know, for keeping us alive and all that. Sir Yi, are you alright? I'm fine. I heard from Jiequan you were the one who carried me back, right? As the sages say, compassion is the principle of benevolence. How can one sit idly when none has the means to help? How can one sit idly when one has the means to help another in distress? I owe you a big favor, that much is certain. Oh, I am immensely honored to receive such praise, but you needn't fret over such trivial affair. If you insist on thanking me, I would invite you to continue trading in your Jin with me. More Jin? Do you have that many systems that need repairs? You might not be aware, but my Jin usage has greatly increased after I found my brother. Your brother's in Tang. Have you found him? Thanks to you, I've been able to sequester him away. However, in order to save him, I am currently collecting the requisite parts. I may need to sojourn here a few nights as I make these preparations. I hope you will allow it. Just another additional resident. Sure, why not? Thank you, Sir Yi. I am always available should you wish to trade. Additionally, he does seem to have a couple new components on him, including the Reciprocation Jade. It transfers parts of your internal damage to the enemy after a successful unbounded counter, punishing the enemy and diffusing a dangerous situation. An extra computing unit, always very nice. And more poisons, let's go! Additionally, we can also recycle the Noble Ring that we got for a whopping 2,000 Jin. This is tied for being one of the best sources of Jin in the game, and there's nothing that you need this for. You get no consequence for this. You can just recycle this, get yourself a free 2,000 Jin, and buy whatever else it is that you need. Well, I guess whatever you need to spend money on. You know what? Yeah, it'll probably be worth it. Let's get the computing unit and 5,000. My gosh. Let's go ahead and recycle this Noble Ring just for kicks. And recycle this advanced component just to get ourselves back up to 3,000. Now I am going to talk to you. Where'd that Shio even come from? What a bizarre ancient weapon. I don't know either. It's not uncommon for an AI to have a personality, but I've never seen one like his. He keeps calling himself a scholar. But no matter how much it can imitate Solarian emotions, it can't have any self-awareness, right? That depends on how you define self-awareness. To some people, self-awareness is just an illusion created by a massive neural circuitry. Okay, but he can't actually have emotions, right? Additionally, since it seems like it's coming down to the wire, we may as well upgrade to the Thunderbuster X, very impressive name for it, which is basically the maxed out damage that this arrow can deal, so, yeah, Jiequan better get ready for his rematch. And I'm going to upgrade the Pipe Valve. Additionally, Kwafu also sells Transmute Unto Chi, which is an absurdly broken talisman, which allows you to gain an extra Chi charge after killing an enemy with a talisman explosion. Is this perhaps a little confusing? Yes. Is it worth it when exploring? Yes. Am I going to equip it? No, because Transmute Unto Wealth is infinitely more useful for us right now, but it is very good for after you're done buying everything. Ooh, what are these guys talking about? You can't, Tanong. You need to calm down. Everyone in the village will be upset if you get hurt. If I get hurt, don't sell me short, kid. How tough can those monsters be? They just look bigger and scarier and carry a few big weapons. What are you two talking about? Bad news, Yi. Anong said the armored monsters have appeared in the village. He said there's no one left, but we have no idea where they were taken. Jiequan. Jiequan? The one who hurt you? Why would he do this? He's doing it to aggravate me. He knows I hid myself in Peach Blossom Village. Do you plan to rescue them? No, who cares? Never gave a damn about me. Come on, you were worried sick watching from the gate. We were both breaking into a cold sweat. What should we do? I need to think of a plan to... Should I go back to check? Don't you dare leave the Four Seasons Pavilion on your own. You're staying right here. But my village is in trouble. I can't just ignore it. If only I was skilled as powerful as you, Yi. Adding a trip to Peach Blossom Village now could very well mess up my plans. Never expected you monsters to have any sympathy anyways. Fine, I'll help. Yay! There's a cave under that burning area. Leads right back to the village. How did you even know about that? Only thing is, it's really narrow and some parts of it are entirely collapsed. Otherwise, I would have been able to escape much faster. Oh, and take this with you. Guru once said it's needed to traverse the caves. Yay, if you want to save the village, you should do it quickly. The village might not have that much time. I know. With this, we got the Abandoned Mines Access Token, an access token left behind by ancient miners, allowing access to the abandoned mines, a gift from Shenong. Shenong often talks about the Guru and ape men who seem to know the truth behind Peach Blossom Village and even explored the outside world. Their whereabouts are currently unknown. Xuan, in the meantime... Oh. I know you don't want to tell me what you're doing going out there, Yi, but if you're going to do something really dangerous, something that might get you seriously injured, could you at least say something? It was just an accident. I won't lose next time. Fine, I'm just glad you're okay. That blue-green uncle saved you. I don't think he's a bad guy. Did it surprise you or scare you? I'm used to it. You all look really different to me. For all I know, that might be what everyone in your hometown looks like. You have a point. Additionally, let's give him the Kunlun Immortal portrait. Want to see? It's a painting I found in an ancient temple. A painting? Sure, I know where we can hang it. Should I be looking at this person or the tree? I'm not sure, but that person is probably Kunlun Immortal. The Kunlun Immortal? Do you know him? He's just a myth. He's said to have lived for thousands of years attuning to the Tao in the forest of ancient Kunlun. I've never been one to believe in these made-up folk tales, though. Even if the Immortal is fake, the person who painted this is super talented. There was a time when the Literati fled Kunlun Islands away from the fires of war. The artist might have been one of them. I think he might have actually met the Immortal. That's so awesome. All this simple lines of ink, but why does it all look so beautiful? The paintings during the Millennium of Inquiry all looked like that. If this is an original, it would be pretty valuable. Artists don't paint to make money. Not if you were to ask an antique dealer. Additionally, let's go ahead and save up right here, and... Oh, never mind, we're getting a DM from the Spirit Realm. One moment, guys. Jiequan, wash the house for me. Alright. Ooh, it seems we're gonna have another talk with this mysterious guy named Lear. My fellow disciple. Certainly been a while. How fare you? Your brow teems with fury as if you've been met with adversary. I just caught some nicks and scratches. Your opponent must have been exceptional to be able to injure a master like yourself. That scumbag. I'd rather not talk about him. So why have you brought me here again? I cannot know, let alone interfere with the current of the Tao. If I were to venture a guess, I suppose we support each other like fish in water. Support? Your horn has helped me a lot, but it hasn't been that useful lately. I should be able to find the case. Its internals must have been damaged in battle. While I fixed it, I also updated the firmware and added a new teleport function. So it's a scientific device? What's this teleport function? It will allow you to teleport to any registered external node from the central node. So you had another card up your sleeve. You misunderstand. I lost my attachment to scientific exploration years ago. This new feature was born purely out of a need to scratch a mental itch that popped up the moment I gifted you the horn. It would have taken any other scientist several lifetimes to accomplish what you did. Who in the world are you? This stunt is amusingly simple before the ways of the Tao. I hope you find good use out of this horn. If through inaction nothing is left undone, could indifference lead to contentment? After the upgrade, the Fusang horn can now be used to teleport from the central node to any other registered root node, allowing Yi to quickly teleport between more than 2 spots. This will enable greater freedom of movement and more flexible exploration. Additionally, this is the easiest way to backtrack in the game. You can go to any room with a root node, which is most of them, because the rooms are really big. Oh, Jiequan's got something to say. You came just in time, Yi. Could you stay still for a moment? Look over there and don't move. Yes, just like that. What are you doing? I want to do my own version of the Immortal's portrait. Can you put your right hand behind you? That's it. I looked over your painting over and over again, and now I think I can make one too. Could you move your right foot forward a tiny bit? And what are you supposed to be doing here, Abacus?
Please, my lord, when Jiequan requested to draw you, I was worried for his lack of artistic training. We wouldn't want to have something poorly drawn. That's how I came to explain to him the method behind watercolor.
Add a dash of color here, fill this with color. And done! A portrait of Yi in the form of the Immortal. It's all yours. Oh, it certainly makes an impact. Really? What do you think? Do you like the colors? Abacus, what's your verdict?
It is a style that stands out from the market.
Aren't you a sweet talker? Maybe I can work towards becoming an artist. You were my inspiration for this work, so I won't charge you anything for it. You want to sell it? Artists need to eat too. It's okay, you can appraise it. I won't get mad. That's assuming I can find a buyer. With this, we have the portrait of Yeet. A gift from Jiequan. This was Jiequan's first attempt at watercolor after receiving the 4 treasures of the study. The character in the portrait looks elegant and stylish. Jiequan took some creative liberties and made Yi taller than he actually is. Now, let's take an opportunity to actually see if we can find a use for that Fusang horn. So, for example, oh my, it looks as if we are missing a treasure in the greenhouse. Whatever shall we do to rectify this situation? Well, actually, first off, let me get an upgrade. Enhanced full control. Use of full control to detonate a 5-charged chi blast and cause a massive damage. Absolutely, I'm going for this. With this, we can use the teleport function to send ourselves all the way directly to the greenhouse. And there we go. We can now breathe a sigh of relief that exploration is now 10 times easier. But now I am also going to need to look for whatever it was that I missed in this first exploration of the room. Wait, is it just this chest? Was it just this chest? Okay, no, it was not this chest. Also, there I can demonstrate the fact that, yeah, the little chests don't actually count towards completion. It's only the big chests and whatever collectibles they might contain. Oh, there's the big I completely missed this. I did this all for a basic component. But anyways, I think we've been stalling for enough time. I think what we should probably do is go help those villagers, because if you remember correctly, yeah, they're kind of not doing too well. Luckily, we had previously already explored this area, so all we need to do is head towards that door at the top right. Ooh, actually, I should... all the way over down here and to the right. I accidentally took the wrong direction from that, unfortunately. Now... there is... and we have... oh! I will not fail to collect this guy again. Oh gosh. I will not fail to collect this guy again, and our reward is the Swift Blade Jade. Increases / attack speed, but inflicts some internal damage to ye for every attack. Is this useful whatsoever? I mean, there are jades that get rid of internal damage for you automatically, but sounds like more of a punishment than like an actual benefit. But I mean, hey, who am I to judge? Jump up here, jump up here, jump up here, and grappling hook. Or sorry, no, not grappling hook, rail grind. Sorry, can you tell that I've been through my Gravity Falls phase again? Insert the Abandoned Mine access token. Yes, we will. And then finally head into the Abandoned Mines second area. Which brings us back to the beginning of the game, yep! Capestone inscription. To all those seeking answers, do not go any further. Obey the village, and be an ignorant peach blossom villager. Live well. Message engraved in the stone must have been left by some unknown ape man. We're now back to the underground cave that we actually started the game in. Yep. We've made it back. Unfortunately, that does mean that, yeah, we've got some issues to take care of. So let's go ahead and, well, let's make sure that everyone's still alive by the time that we get back. I am just going to let the music play out for this section because frankly, this is probably one of my favorite moments in the entire game. Well, one of the best moments. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Having the first starting area of the game be a massive combat section just really sells the fact that this area is just in complete disarray from everything that's happened. Go and break this guy's shield, and now you probably want to be at full health for this next section, because this is about to get a little bit brutal. A final matchup against the Red Tiger Elite, the same one who gave me a jump scare all those years ago. Additionally, there are other enemies that are going to try to interrupt us. Luckily, we have the air dodge dash now, so that's not as much of an issue, but luckily we've already learned his timings. If you can beat him the first time, you can beat him again, and now we're going to unbounded counter him as an excellent way of taking him out. And now, absolutely, focus on killing this guy. This guy is very annoying. It is an elite Bumble drone. At least I assume that's what it's called. There's not a whole lot of information on enemies. Surprisingly, yeah, information on enemies can be very sparse online, which is kind of unfortunate, especially when you're trying to... Oh gosh. Gonna go and heal up, and now... do we have enough to actually be... Wait, can I... Oh my gosh, what a finale. Exploding arrow into a counter, my gosh, it looked like I killed him with that. Technically speaking, the screen wipe arrow is usually better for like long range targets, but this one is definitely better for single targets and boss fights. Alas, you are. God has manifested, our Savior, and for that we are humbly grateful. God is merciful, and he brings boundless blessings. Alright, let's get organized once you're done worshipping. There might be a few more enemies around. The Peach Blossom Village is honored to have your divine protection. Don't be stupid, he's not a god. You're an embarrassment. How are you still so stubborn after what we just witnessed? Anong, you're safe? You silly boy, where did you run off to? Do you know how worried we've all been? He's been with me. He was the one who asked for help this time. Nonsense, that's not what happened. Is that so? Thank you for taking Anong under your care. I mean, our most sincere gratitude for your kindness. Make no mistake, he's only here because of that brat Jiequan. You're all just lucky to have survived. With the village destroyed, you'll be facing many more dangers. You better be prepared. Don't exaggerate, our village has suffered a temporary setback, that's all. Fear not, everyone. If we pray with sincerity, we will quickly be able to return to our original lives. The village is now crawling with metallic beasts. Only an idiot would return. Zip it, the Divine One still watches and is still disrespectful to yell. I've had it. Nothing I say gets through to any of you. You can all go fend for yourselves. I don't care anymore. In fact, I want to see how long he decides to keep you alive. Divine One, please forgive Agnong's irreverence. He's right. If you want to live, you shouldn't return to the village. Set up shelter here until this blows over. This area is connected to the dock, so it should be relatively safe. Is that your divine will? Then we shall obey. May we continue to receive your blessings and emerge safely from this disaster. Survival is your #1 priority right now. Understood, Divine One. Right. I just wanted to ask about Anong. The boy hasn't been causing you trouble, has he? He hasn't done anything that would hinder me, but he can be a bit nosy. We're sorry. The kid has always been blunt to a fault. Your tolerance is appreciated. Since you'll be seeing him again, can I ask you to pass something on? What is it? I have some poison here. No, please don't misunderstand. I'm not trying to hurt him. His body is... It's fine. I know. This might as well be medicine to him. So you already know of his condition. Wonderful. It can be difficult living alone with his condition. He's so fortunate to have someone taking care of him. I never said I was taking care of him. Oh, yes, if he asks where you got it, just tell him you picked it up off the ground. Well then, on behalf of the entire Peach Blossom Village, I would like to send our best wishes to you, O Divine One. I love that, that kid's just poking E's jacket. This is so nice. Gallstones of a dark Kang boar. It can be used as medicine, but ingested without going through the proper filtering process leads to heavy metal poisoning. So yeah, congratulations, we've managed to save the entirety of Peach Blossom Village in one sitting. Very, very awesome. I'm thinking we should probably get back at Jiequan. I mean, after all, he did severely screw us over, and I love how it's not even called... Oh, dude, that's brutal. It's not even called Peach Blossom Village. It's just 95th Livestock Pet and Livestock Harvesting Platform. That's so sad. For now, though, let's go ahead and teleport all the way back to the Great Factory. And from here, I have some absolutely wonderful news for you all. The wonderful news being that we're not going to have to deal with this annoying gimmick anymore. Are you ready for this? I know I certainly am ready to be done with this. What we're going to want to do is first kill this guy. And now, they use a red attack, so obviously what we're going to do is break it down. Jiequan family precept, enduring what others can't, for heroes are forged in agony. In the beginning, the Jie kingdom was ruled over by a desolate wasteland and had little industry besides mining. Over time, high demand for Jin and azure sand gave it the resources to become a great military power. During the turbulent era, Emperor Jietung leveraged his mineral wealth to build weapon systems and develop advanced transmutation technology. Successful military campaigns expanded the kingdom's territory, leading to a stalemate with Lear and his Fengshi guild. With the lack of anything standing in our way now from being able to just casually platform in this area, we're going to go ahead and... Oh. We are going to go ahead and make our way forward. Unfortunately, these enemies are known for kind of being annoying to deal with. Well, I mean, hey, at least I'm getting a free level up from it. As to the left is just the doorway to the next room. But luckily, now that we don't need to worry about any annoying gimmicks going on in this room, we can simply focus on platforming. My goodness, 300 extra Jin is awesome. I'm already back up to 2,000, so that's like item purchasing range. That's a... Oh my god, every time you play this game and you go into a new area, the exploration is always so rewarding, because you're just always getting something new out of it. Honestly, I have no idea what to call these guys, so I'm just going to call them the Elite Fan Blade Soldier, even though there is no regular Fan Soldier. They are very annoying to deal with, as they always start off with a triple slash, which they can follow up with another triple slash, and every so often they like to just be very, very funny and finish it off with a full screen dash. With that elevator, we create a shortcut back to the bottom, and from here we can... Just for the sake of not having to fight those guys, but actually coming over here and getting this treasure chest, which... Oh, okay, just an advanced component. I was hopeful that it was maybe gonna be, like, either a Jin, or, well, not Jin, maybe one of the modifiers or something, but, whatever, that's fine. Because for right now, what we get for coming over here is a puzzle room. What you want to do is just hack into these platforms, which unlock other platforms. By hacking into one, it disables the one that you interact with, along with all of the lit up ones, so basically they just constantly invert positions. So what you want to do to make this work is start by getting all of these guys lit up, and then from here you want to... See, unlight this one, light this one, and there we go. Okay, easy enough. Which gets us a Tau Fruit, which is awesome, because that means another free level up. Additionally, Dust Guardian Recording Device 4. Log entry. The deceased stole pills and choked on them. He has been dealt with. Calm down. I need to calm down and give my report. I received orders to catch a thief, but when I arrived, I found a monster. He was covered with a sickly pulse at that eye. I'm going crazy. What was that thing? Because whatever it is, we don't stand a chance against it. It immediately put one of us in a chokehold and killed him on the spot. I can't even record this correctly. The reason for death is all wrong. I don't get how no one responded to this call for help. What the hell actually happened? And now that we're through with that, we're going to want to select this, select this, select this, and select this. Because now, effectively, we need to do the same thing, but on the other side of the area. So what we're going to do is hit this. And alright, easy enough. That was actually way easier than going to the right side. Should have started with this. And once we've connected this, we get... a ball of dung? Damn game, be careful with your bug references, you might get called out for something. The GM fertilizer, genetically modified fertilizer specifically formulated by Gomog for New Kunlun. While it promotes the growth of other genetically modified crops, it may also trigger random mutations. This fertilizer is highly corrosive, so any part of the body that comes into contact with it must be immediately rinsed with water. I am surprised we're not giving this to Shenong. Ooh, highly corrosive, don't mind if I do. Why was I giving him a Mario impression? Now, Luigi, that's highly disrespectful to the Tau. Oh gosh, this is hurting my throat. I need to stop doing this immediately.
Luigi, for the last time, I don't expect any of those ignorant country bumpkins to ever understand.
I don't know, Mario. Don't you think all your efforts to supplant the natural cycle of the Tao are perhaps a little too extreme?
We're animals with intelligence, Luigi. Survival's in our blood. After all, why would the Fusang grant us intelligence if not for us to use it?
You're missing the point, Mario. If we continue to reinvent humanity, at what point can we even still call ourselves human?
The new Brooklyn project's the best shot we got at survival, bro. So what, you wanna just outlaw medicine or something?
Well, I know you're not one for the concept of karma. Surely you fought enough boomerang bros in your life to know that what goes around comes around, right?
Just go get your chores done, Luigi.
Sir, your predictions did not materialize. I took care of him without even using all my strength. Even your prophecies can be inaccurate. Like I said, your fatalism doesn't work on me. The hexagrams are set in place. The fate I see remains unchanged. Enough about that. My family has to endure humiliation and stay in hiding since the turbulent era. Something I'm sure you're also familiar with. But now that the winds are blowing in our favor, it's time to eliminate anyone who becomes an obstacle. The Jie dynasty has run its course. Are you still thinking about restoring your former glory? Not what I meant, Seer. I'm talking about protecting the Council. An enemy of the Council is an enemy of the Jie clan. Time for my scheduled transmutation session. This is what happens when you can't train for centuries. My muscles have atrophied a little too much. I never imagined you would get stronger after years of using that forbidden technology. Those who say that transmutation goes against the laws of nature are all alarmists and cowards. I must take my leave now. Take care. Although since we're in the middle of backtracking and exploration, I suppose I wouldn't mind going over the previous areas of Seoul. Yanlo. So what's interesting about Yanlo is that his name kind of ties into a lot of the ancient Chinese mythology that we've been referring to. Specifically, his name has two meanings, or at least two meanings that I could find. When plopping it into Google Translate, it literally just means dying old, which is very apt, as he didn't even get the chance to touch the dude before he died of old age. Additionally, the other translation that I found for Yanlo's name means the sun that is about to set, and I will explain what that means in just a moment, but for now we have the odd, mysterious lump of flesh. These things are completely immortal. No matter how many times you kill them, they will simply come back to life. Which is unfortunate because the game is about to spawn a bunch of them directly on top of us. So let's go ahead and just run past them and hope that they end up just... Well, basically we're about to see what they do right here, but basically all we need to do is just lure them into the fire. We can also use our Mystic Nymph to turn off this fire, and... get ourselves a standard component. Very nice. Hopefully getting past whatever these disgusting, weird abominations are. We can also see them enter into these cooking tubes, which... well, I mean, we'll see what the result of that is, I suppose, once we actually get past it, but for now... Oh, they also slobber over our screen. That's gross. We're gonna go and save up really quickly, as well as getting ourselves a free upgrade. Increased talisman explosion damage. Actually, you know what? Let's increase internal damage. Yeah, unbounded counter grants increased damage. And now, once we head over here, we can see that they spawn into enemies. That's right, these guys are actually pre-born enemies. I don't know what the specific word is. The point is that they are basically the undercooked version of these enemies. That's actually probably a much better word for it. And oh no, it's the mechanic, it's the evil laser mechanic again. Don't worry, I thought we were done with this too. If we're lucky, we might just be able to speedrun it. Oh gosh. And let's get rid of him. Get this chest, and unlock ourselves a shortcut. This is the factory produce area is probably one of the biggest areas in the entire game. Or, well, no, actually, I think it's tied for second biggest, but either way, given that they're bringing back this mechanic, it's safe to say that we're probably in for a bit of a wild ride. But for now, though, I am just going to try to make my way past this. Yeah, okay, I can't get to that treasure chest from here. I am just going to need to go down here and go around. New Kunlun Guard production schedule. Red Tiger Legion production shortage, 5 shifts, 43 units each. Automatic scheduling must continue. New Kunlun Transmutation Factory builds upon the lost mutation technology from the Jie Kingdom to produce genetically modified guards. Materials such as embryos, medicinal herbs, animal genes, and biomass all undergo heating and processing in the furnace core. Genetic material contains the Kanhui regeneration gene, providing a crucial breakthrough due to its ability to withstand multiple rounds of modification. Samples have said to have been provided by a generous volunteer. This unlocks a shortcut back to the start. We'll lower this guy over here. Get ourselves a free treasure chest. And continue onwards. Additionally, if I can finally get the chance to explain myself, Yanglo's name, meaning the son that is about to die, actually does have a lot of significance in this story, because if you didn't know, Yi specifically was based off of an actual Chinese myth, specifically around the idea of an archer. Basically, back in the past, Earth used to have 10 sons, and that was way too much, unfortunately. So an archer named Yi basically shot down 9 of the 10 of them. So Yanlo, being one of these sons, or, you know, souls, that Yi would eventually take down, obviously there are a lot of thematic parallels there. The only difference is that I'm sure that that archer back in the past was not a massive nerd emoji, which has been my plan for voice acting young Yi the entire time. It's just for voice acting Kid Yi is probably a better word for it, but yes, I like pretending that Yi from the past is just the embodiment of the nerd emoji, because it's just like, actually, gods aren't real, and it's actually all based on this root node's rhizomatic energy. You would know this if you actually studied in school. Okay, no, I'm just kidding around at this point. I have a lot of fun with this game. This game is always a fun time to play through. I enjoy it a lot, if it isn't obvious. Especially the voice acting of the characters, because they... Dude, all the characters in this game are just so well done, and... I'm going to drop down here. Kill this guy with the environment. Hack into this platform, and this will actually take us all the way back to the previous room right here. We can see that it connects downwards. But we're going to actively ignore that for now and instead talk to this guy. Hello, sir. Enjoy a sublime eternity amongst the evergreen foothills. Kun. Intruder. Meet the one guy we actually have to steal from. Nope, no getting around this one. You actually have to kill this guy. The other ones do not obviously do this. This one is just... Jiequan probably found it really funny. And there we go, let's go ahead and rest up and turn in our little data chip that we got, because, you know, it'll be very good for exploration knowing we've gotten everything. I would also really recommend doing this if it's your first time playing, because there is something missable and important coming up in just a little bit that the map data chip really helps out with.
Thank you. Good sirs, good deeds, great fortune, long life.
Now you're just spitting me.
Good sir, great advancement, long life. Big happy family, feels home.
Well, regardless of any of that, we can now see that we fully completed the bottom floor. Fully completed that floor, and fully completed the prison. Okay, good, we never need to go back to that area. And oh my goodness gracious, there's 9 of them! Yeah, like I said, this is a very, very big area. And barely get ourselves out of dodge. Come over here, let that guy walk into the fire. Get rid of these lumps of flesh, get ourselves a standard component, and a shortcut back up to the top. Kind of spoiling the map a little bit, wouldn't you think, game? We get chased by a lot of these guys, and that's unfortunate because there's, like, a lot of lumps of flesh over here, but what we can do is lure them all over to this platform, and get them all killed. There we go, now he's dead. Additionally up there we can see more of them, but for now we're just going to hack into this door, and yeah, you can tell they really wanted you to find some creative solutions to get rid of them by how long this hacking puzzle takes. Now we're just going to want to dash over here. And then, once we hack into this... I can't believe I failed that. Down, up, up, up. They all get sent to the furnace! This is the best day of my life. And with that, we are now able to hack into this statue and begin ourselves a little hacking minigame. If it even is a hacking minigame, because I think that door is just something else entirely, but we'll see. You are actually going to want to do this puzzle, if I recall correctly, because I believe that there's something tied to this. Heading over to this room, now that we've fully explored it. We can continue onwards. Oh! That was not... Oh gosh! We're going to wait for it to start flashing red, disappear, and then release. Oh gosh. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. I can do this, I can do this. Wait for it to disappear and then release the button once it's fully gone. That is how you time those guys' attacks. And now we can see over there is where the banging of the drum is coming from, so we just need to figure out how to get to the opposite side of this room, which it looks like we've already got a good head start to, but now that both of these guys are dead, we can... Okay, come on! Alright, here we go. Now down, up, up, right, up. Oh gosh. Okay, no, that was actually pretty good timing. Awesome. Now heading into this doorway, we come to a very similar looking room to the previous one that we were in. But the difference is, this time, a second batch of GMO fertilizer? Nope, this time it's the Gene Eradicator, a toxin that causes irreversible damage when added to the transmutation crucible. This specifically refined neutralizing agent created to control runaway experiments ends any and all effect caused by genetic modification. Pharmacy panel. Warning, medicine competent damaged. Use the Gene Eradicator on any remaining experimental subjects. Transmutation medicine is a combination of biological and chemical substances that facilitate genetic sequence modification. It can be ingested or inhaled. Certain medicines cause intense pain that is intolerable for many people. Some drugs have strong side effects that must be administered under expert guidance. You want to pick this item up before going to fight Jiequan, because there is something that you could do with this item, as noted by the fact that it's not meant to be given to Shenong, but is instead a key item. Down south, pick up this basic component just real quickly, and now... I believe that door to the right is locked, so we gotta go around to actually unlock it. Or, no it's not. Alright, okay, no, it's just a free 300 gem. There we go, okay, it takes 4 talismans to be able to fully kill him. We can head over to this area and... Boom! Break it down. Unlock the shortcut back, and now we no longer have to deal with the area gimmick, thank goodness. Unlock that door, and now we can head onwards. Don't worry, I'm about to pop back in just a second. I'm only coming up here so that I can get to the save point. Saves me a bit of time, I like to think. And now, coming over to the end of this hallway, we get residual hair, a person's hair. Heavy metals can accumulate in the hair of those who have undergone heavy transmutation, which ends up being harmful to both the person and the environment. Boy, I wonder whose hair this is. I think it's time. It's time to fight the spear guy legitimately. And, okay, good thing he opens up with the dash, which I can counter. Oh, he opens up with it a second time. That's amazing. Oh. He did not open up with that same attack twice. He opened up with a regular red attack. Oh boy. Okay. You want to dash through this twice. Luckily, once you do start learning his pattern, it's easy to just... Oh boy! Okay. 1, 2... Oh. He's pushing me out of the arena. Okay, okay. Take advantage of this opportunity. Just gonna arrow spam from a distance. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, I did not even want to finish fighting, honestly. Consumes 1 chi charge when executing a charge strike to deliver a more powerful strike that hits harder and reaches farther. Yep, this is an alternate form of the chi strike, which is using charged attacks. And if that sounds interesting, it very much is. It is a very, very different gameplay style that involves people who use charged attacks a lot. I don't particularly like doing this, but I can also see the appeal of it. In fact, there are situations where I would say you want to integrate charged attacks into your gameplay a bit more. It certainly helps a lot, and it's definitely a lot more useful than the triple strike, especially with the, you know, other modifications that they have for triple strike, which don't really do that much. But for now, seeing as we're at the end, I suppose it is time to go ahead and redo our stasises a bit. I'm going to keep the stasis jade on me just for a little bit longer. Get rid of Swift Descent because I probably won't need it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go for something a little fun. Just for Jiequan, only for him. My buddy, my pal. We're going to get the Chi Swipe Jade, which gives us internal damage whenever we fail to execute a precise parry, but also... Oh, here it is. Striking enemies with a slash attack will recover some internal damage back to health. There we go. And you are actually going to want this one as well, because he does have some projectiles that he's going to take into this fight. We're going to rest up really quickly. And now this is probably going to be a very interesting fight, I'll say that much. Additionally, over here we get the Haotian Sphere model. Remember that giant space moon? AKA the Death Star, aka Chinese Death Star. Haotian Sphere Model Lab. The Haotian Sphere spans 9,000 il with 3 extreme-range rhizomatic cannons. At the close end of the turbulent era, Jietong led the Jie Kingdom to build the Haotian Sphere, a massive satellite powered by countless rhizomatic columns capable of destroying any nation on Penglai. Many outstanding scientists were lured into working on the weaponized space station as it was initially touted as a scientific satellite to be used for extraterrestrial research. Jietong's ambitions to unify Penglai were thwarted by the Pengshi Guild and the sphere was never completed. So yep, that giant space moon was literally never used once in all of Penglai history. Sword of Jie, a Solarian artifact that can be gifted to Xuan, the Jie clan's ancestral sword. Custom-made defensive swords are an important part of Jie culture. The sword's forms and complexity reflects the owner's identity and status. So in other words, he's kind of simple. Here's where things get a little interesting. Remember the gene eradicator that we picked up? You only get one chance to decide whether or not you want to use it right here. And yes, there is an achievement for doing this. You'd figure that the achievement would be for not using this, and instead going into the fight all in. That is actually not what ends up happening. Instead, after injecting this into it, we can come over here. Aha! You escaped. How amusing. But I do say, young Master Yi, what's the rush? Please tell me that something's covering up his lower bits. Oh no, it's being covered by a text box. If you wanted to fight, I'm always ready to oblige. What the? What's happening? Did you mess with my transmutation crucible? Brilliant, just brilliant. I knew you could play dirty. I told you we were the same. Shut it. As if there's any point in playing clean with trash like you. I'm so touched. Playing dirty is just a noble Solarian tradition. Evil's engraved in our genes. As Solarians, we must learn to be more selfish or ruthless than anyone else. That's how the Jie clan has stood out from the rest. It's also how the Jie Kingdom brought about its own destruction. When Aeyong settles this damn disease, the revival of our kingdom will be just around the corner. Just such a pity that you won't be there to see it. Oh, wait, I know. Why don't I throw you into one of our transmutation crucibles and turn you into a Geno guard? I'll even let you stand in the front row during our military parades. Come on, let's get this over with quickly. The fight with Jietong is now significantly easier now that we've basically nerfed his first phase. With the Transmutation Crucible active, we don't need to worry as much about him being able to do things to us. However, we do need to worry about him trying to restore his HP. First off, you want to get good at learning his timing, because he does love himself his combos. To get rid of this... Oh. Also, watch out for his... Oh gosh. Oh! On the one hand, he has a very killer boss theme, I will give him that much. Unfortunately, we do have to worry about his, well, I mean, we are going to worry about needing to do slash attacks a lot, but for now, let's go ahead and pick up our thingy. And also, the good news is that now, he will cough a lot during his first phase, which gives us a bunch of extra openings to be able to do things with him. Additionally, despite taking damage from, counters, Despite taking damage from our counters, we can, however, simply restore it all by using our... Oh gosh. Okay, this is really not working out well. Oh. Oh! I thought that was gonna stun lock him. What? Okay, so this clearly was not the solution. That was awful. You know what, screw it, we're going with the one-charge Chi Strike, why not? I think that sounds like a bit of fun. Oddly enough, there's an achievement for using the Transmutation Crucible, but not for not using it, which is strange, because you figure that they would totally have an achievement tied for, you know, not giving into the dude's ideology and trying to use dirty tricks. But no, you literally get nothing for not doing that, aside from alternate dialogue. Anyways, watch out for when standing at the side of the arena. Also watch out whenever he does this, and... Actually, wait, can I... There we go, okay, because the main arrow type does not actually destroy shields, which unfortunately he is going to bring up whenever he gets the chance to. Whenever he uses his red attacks, that's an excellent chance to deal some extra damage off of him. So be very careful whenever he... Oh gosh. Oh gosh. No, you don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That stun locks him. Oh gosh. Okay, there we go. He goes Super Saiyan. Yep, it's time for phase 2. Now, you want to be very careful to avoid him during this phase. And now... He is going to start teleporting around the arena, but other than that, he doesn't have too many new attacks that are different from his first phase. He does just move a little bit faster and also can knock you into pits much more easily. Oh gosh! 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no! I almost had him! Okay, I'm upset with myself on that one. I could have easily gotten him. Dude, that could have easily been the one. If I just remember to change my arrow type fast enough, I probably would have gotten it. The fight against him is... Well, I mean, honestly, it's a very big step up from what is obviously, like, you know, his gene-removed version. But honestly, though, I think the challenge is still really fun. It's, if you like games, you can probably guess what the word I was about to use there was. If you prefer, like, a little challenge, I'd say absolutely go for it. If you're honestly just in the mood to see the story or anything like that, well, I mean, aside from the fact that there's a story mode, you know, the Gene Eradicator gets you a free achievement, so... Okay, his, like, side slash comes out very quickly. Don't even let him get the heal off. Okay, no, okay. I keep thinking that I can call it out, but no, every time I just end up completely missing it. You can also see just how much damage we deal with a full 5 strike. It is absurd, dude. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That completely just deletes an entire chunk of the dude's HP. And this time I actually called it out properly. That's amazing. Alright, here we go. Phase 2. I'll give you this one. The dude absolutely puts up a fight, regardless of whether or not you choose to fight him fair. I personally chose to fight the dude fair and square on the first fight, no Transmutation Crucible required. And the only other benefit you get to doing that is that you can actually... well, I'll show it off once we're not in combat, but basically... Get ourselves an extra bit of damage there, get rid of all of his temp HP, oh gosh. Going for it twice, and 1, 2, 3! Yeah, there we go. Did you seriously think this would be the end? Thank you for being so considerate. I fully embrace pain as my fuel. Heroes are forged in agony. No pain, no gain, taken to its absolute limit. I was going to say that you can actually recycle the Gene Eradicator, and I believe you get about 600 for doing so. I really don't have much respect for this guy after everything that he's put us through, so naturally I'm not even going to break up the tension by just letting us enjoy the spot. Homing darts, an ancient weapon, can be handed over to Kwafu. These homing darts were part of Jiequan's special collection. It was once considered an underhanded weapon to only be used by treacherous villains. Unfortunately, for some people, reputation is only something for others to worry about.
One day, it will be my turn to bring honor to our ancestors. What a stupid hero. Let's see how much fun you can take. Mercy, experimental limits. Please stop. Careful with my precious experimental materials. The shade kingdom, may it reign for thousands of generations to come.